Good morning from the heart of New York City. This is Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast dedicated to wanting to learn and apply to eat better daily. I'm your host, Shurina from Create Yourself That Today, your personal nutritionist, your personal health and wellness coach, your personal fat loss guru, and just someone with a lot of passion for healthy eating, healthy food, diets, nutrition, fat loss, biohacking, everything and anything we put on our mouth and on our plates in order to hopefully feel better, look better, and perform better on all levels. Today's episode is Q&A episode. I love doing those, and I get a lot of questions all the time from my social media, from QUORA website, from Facebook, from just sent to my email, and I love answering questions because that makes me think about things that actually matter to you guys, that you want to learn more about, that you have difficulties with, and that gives the meaning to my work, helping people to figure it out. What's the best way to eat, to exercise, to live, but especially to eat, to, again, feel better, look better, perform better on all levels. So, by the way, if you have any questions, if you want to submit questions, you can do it in a number of ways. You can either email me at angela@createyourself.today. You can send your questions or submit your questions at QUORA website. You can join my live Q&A on Instagram Monday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and join my live Q&A session. Even if you want to maybe share a screen with me and ask your question live. When you ask questions and I answer them, you might be helping actually a lot of other people who feel maybe shy to ask their questions, or maybe never even thought about that question before you ask it. So ask your questions. You might help other people. Today I'm answering questions. Most of them come from my favorite website to answer questions, QUORA, and they different questions from very simple ones to not that simple ones. First question, what's the most effective diet product to burn visceral fat? And visceral fat, if you don't know, guys, is the worst fat you can possibly have. It's the fat that accumulates around your internal organs, especially liver or your digestive or other digestive organs, your pancreas, and it's not a good thing at all. The more of that fat you have, the shorter your life going to be and the more pain you're going to experience in your life. So you definitely don't want to have a lot of visceral fat. But there is no diet product that will help you to burn visceral fat. What will help you to have less visceral fat is consistent, healthy, whole foods, processed and artificial stuffed free diet. Also, a lot of you guys, especially if your metabolism is kind of broken, you will have to lower your carbohydrates at least for a while before your metabolism goes back to normal. And then again, whole foods diet that is healthy and free from artificial additives and preservatives and all that stuff. And again, the diet that will help you to balance your blood sugar. And also, of course, lifestyle factors like sleep. Do you have good quality of sleep on a regular basis? Also, stress management, your activity levels. Many people, of course, do not move enough, do not exercise enough, but also there are a lot of athletes or just dedicated people who work out all the time, and that might be not as great either because it can increase your stress levels, and that can also contribute to increase of visceral fat. So there are no diet products of food that burn fat by themselves if without any any serious health consequences. If there was one, that company would be probably a billion-dollar company by now. But there is no such thing. It's your diet and your lifestyle. The next question. So, do macronutrients matter when you're doing caloric restriction? And this question, I assume the person means for fat loss and weight loss, because they're talking about caloric restriction. Do macronutrients, or fats and carbohydrates and proteins, the amount of each in your diet, matter when it comes to fat loss and weight loss? And yes, they do matter. First of all, when you're doing caloric restriction, it's really hard to actually calculate how many calories exactly you're burning from day to day, because even you, the same person doing the same things, might be burning different amount of calories depending on your metabolism this day, your sleep level, your sleep quality, your stress levels, but also we don't have 2 days when we do leave it exactly the same. So in any way, the amount of calories you need to maintain or to lose weight is a very hard thing to determine precisely. So caloric manipulation is not really the best thing for you to use to change your body weight, and especially body composition, meaning the amount of muscles, fat you have in your body. Macronutrients is or manipulation of the amount of macronutrients in your diet is much better strategy. But then again, you have to be consistent and track what exactly you're doing, for example, for a week, and then you measure results that matters to you, or be that number of the scale or your body fat percentage. Also, macronutrients matter more than calories, because different macronutrients require a different amount of energy for digestion and assimilation. Your body is not just a machine that burns stuff for calories. No, body actually digests and assimilates nutrients using different hormones or different enzymes, and depending also on the kinds of foods, the amount of calories you get from each and every food is different. For example, proteins require the most energy for digestion, for your body to get actual energy from them. But not only that, proteins, to turn proteins, for example, into usable energy or to store them in fat, your body has to do quite a lot of work, and it's the last thing it's going to do, because proteins is a building material. All your cells are built from proteins, your hormones, and all the other a lot of other chemicals in your body that your body builds to do, things your body got to do. Compared to, for example, carbohydrates that take less energy to digest and assimilate. Plus, they are the easiest for your body to turn into energy. Plus, they are the easiest to turn for your body into fat and store them as fat. Carbs, actually, when carbs get into your body and elevate your blood sugar, that tells your body to store energy for fuel, and a lot of times store it as fat. And when you're consuming too many carbohydrates and your blood sugar is always elevated, even if you consume less calories, you're still going to be able to, and probably will be, storing fat, unless you're starving yourself all the time on a regular basis. So yes, macronutrients matter for sure, and I would rather count macronutrients, your proteins, your carbs, and your fats, than calories. Next question. How often intermittent fasting needs to be done by a skinny guy who is trying to gain muscles? So, if you're a skinny guy or girl and you're trying to gain muscles, fasting probably is not the number one strategy that you want to be using, especially to build muscles. If you're skinny and having troubles building muscles in the first place, it means your body is not that efficient at assimilating nutrients and turning them into muscle or any kind of body structure. So you for sure do not need to count calories and restrict calories. And if intermittent fasting for you means that you're going to restrict or calories or eat less, not a great idea. Also, I wouldn't do long intermittent fasting. If I was skinny and I was trying to build muscle, I would probably just maintain my fasting period of 12 hours just to keep my gut healthy in order to increase the amount of nutrients your gut bacteria get from your food in order to turn them into muscles. So I would fast for like 12 hours a day and eat for another 12 hours. That is basically nothing. You eat from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. And then I would stop eating 2-3 hours before bed, again, mostly for gut health, because a lot of people who have problems with putting on muscles, a lot of skinny people, they are malnourished, even though they might be eating enough food. It means that something is off with their digestion or their gut. So you need to heal and repair that. And for that, your gut still needs about at least what studies show 12 hours to heal and repair itself. And then, eat most of your food around your workout and first part of the day. I would probably eat like a normal person. Nothing special. You can eat 3 meals a day, like usually, like a lot of people usually do. And then I would pay attention to protein, because a lot of people are under eating protein and underestimate its amount or value for muscle building. So but somewhere around 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight. And that's where I would start. And of course, I would get rid of all the junk in my diet and would eat whole, healthy foods, because those are the foods that keep you the healthiest and will help you to build healthy body weight in form of muscles. So intermittent fasting, again, 12 hours, maybe 14, like from 8 to 6 p.m. your eating window. But that's about it, guys. If you go with longer fasting periods, you just might, again, you might be under eating and compromising all your efforts of building muscles. Next question: what is your go-to weight loss work lunch? I work with clients, I train my clients, and then I do a lot of work at home. But when I'm out, not necessarily for work, but when I'm just out, my to-go lunch, usually boiled eggs and canned seafood, like canned wild sardines or canned wild salmon. Here in Siberia, where I'm for the next couple of weeks, I also buy canned grass-fed beef or pork of the best quality. There are a lot of actually good quality canned foods, but not so much fresh food. Anyway, canned protein, fatty protein foods of good quality, and hard-boiled eggs. Those are my to-go lunch options that provide all the essential fatty and amino acids. Next question: how can I get more fat into my keto diet? So basically, a person is asking how they can eat more fat on a high-fat diet. Really so easy, guys. First of all, make sure that each time you choose your protein foods, your meats or your fish, you choose the fattiest one, sardines, salmon, or if you go for beef or pork, make sure that, you eat the fattier cuts, not the leanest cuts and parts. If you're eating poultry, chicken or turkey or whatever, make sure again that you're choosing that you're eating the skin, that you're eating the fat and everything that comes with that food. Also, whole eggs, eat them whole, or maybe sometimes eat just the yolks and less of egg whites. Then add more fats to your cooking, so more olive oil in your salads, or more coconut oil, avocado oil, or grass-fed butter or ghee when you cook, and actually eat that, fat that you cooked in, because also a lot of nutrients, amino acids, and fatty acid actually leak into your cooking solution. So drink that fat. I do that all the time, and it tastes amazing, especially if you cook something like grass-fed beef in that fat, and then I just drink it like a soup. And then, maybe include some bulletproof coffees or teas when you mix a tablespoon of coconut oil and a tablespoon of grass-fed butter or ghee into your drink. That will add more fat into your diet easily. Eat things like avocados or olives, dark sugar-free chocolate, also great fatty foods. Add some fatty nuts to your diets with less carbs, like macadamia nuts or Brazil or pecan nuts. Also, you can add as a dessert option, but watch your carbs also there. Coconut or walnut or almond butters, of course, no sugar or anything added. So those are just few delicious, easy ways to add fat in your diet. I personally never had a problem of getting enough fat in my diet. Like, really, a lot of especially animal foods are really rich in fats, unless you buy lean cuts or remove fat on purpose. Also, again, bulletproof coffee or olive oil in your salad, so easy to get all the fat that you'll ever need. Next question: what factors affect a person's ability to build up his muscles? Healthy diet, normal weight, and working out, but not real muscle definition present. So when it comes to building muscles, girls or boys, first, your genetics, whether you're ectomorph, mesomorph, endomorph, it's basically body type that define how much muscle you naturally carry and how easy it is for you to build and retain muscle mass. So some people are naturally just leaner and kind of like skinnier, whereas some people more of a built body type, and other people have more fat cells just naturally. So genetics, play a role. Then your metabolic health and health overall. If you're not healthy, especially metabolically, then it's very hard to build muscle mass. Your age, of course, the younger you are, the easier it is to build muscles. Your hormones affect that a lot. Quality of your sleep and stress management. If you have a lot of stress hormones, for example, like cortisol in your system circulating all the time, cortisol actually, it destroys stuff instead of building that. So, for example, you're trying to build muscles and there is a lot of cortisol, that is a stress hormone in your system, you're not going to be able to build muscles, because that cortisol actually tells you to break down the fuels, to break down the muscles. And the more stress, unmanaged stress you have in your life, the more cortisol you have also. And then after all these factors, genetic, age, health, hormones, sleep, stress, only after that your diet and your exercise programs really matter. And what I really want you to understand is that there is no perfect diet program or exercise program that will help everyone to build muscles. So whatever you're doing, if it's not working, start changing something. I'm sorry. As I was saying, whatever body type you have, whatever health you have, or whatever it is your condition, there is certainly better diet program or better training program for you. So do more research, try things that you haven't tried before, or get a coach and let him using his or her experience to figure out what can be wrong, what might be the most probable reason for you not having the progress in muscle building that you seek to make, and then try with them different solutions and different programs, and for sure there's something that can be done. You just need to try different things and realize that what works for some people might not work for you for many different reasons. So that was Q&A session, guys. If you have your questions, submit them to either my email, Angela@createyourself.today, Angela@createyourself.today, or go to QUORA website and ask your questions there. Angela Shurina is my name there. I'm going to post a link to QUORA profile in the show notes. Join my Q&A sessions every Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. So many ways for you to get the answers you seek and get the results that you want when it comes to your health, your body composition, your nutrition, your diet, your lifestyle. So ask your questions, get your answers, and till next time, eat better daily.